Hello, this is Haberman. We all remember Goat Simulator, right? The oh-so-wacky goat simulation game by Coffee Stain Studios, developers of Sanctum, but who are doomed to forever be remembered for what is essentially a joke game. A game that they had no intention of ever selling, but which has apparently become their flagship product. I'm sure they're all absolutely thrilled about that. Anyway, seeing as video games are indeed an industry, when a game like Goat Simulator becomes popular, it inspires a countless number of shameless ripoffs. And over the course of the past few years, the mobile games market has become the most profitable place to peddle piss-poor products. With that in mind, I bring you an assortment of games I found on the Google Play Store, which are clearly ripping off Goat Simulator and trying to milk it for all it's worth. My Happy Goat Simulator. A really amazing goat simulator game. Get around with your goat, hit everything you find on your way, play with a trampoline, fly, catch people with a tongue lashing. You have limited time to find new time points, secret objects, and a lot of surprises. Different areas are waiting to be explored. Added new creatures and objects. Keep calm and don't be scared. I'm not sure what that last bit means, but I'll try my best to not get scared by this. Here we are, My Happy Goat. I guess they dropped the simulator bit for the main menu here. We do have a goat in front of us. Whether he's happy or not, jury's still out on that. I'm no pet whisperer. I'm noticing the falling cubes in the background. Maybe he's happy about the falling cubes. Maybe they're salt licks. Do goats lick salt licks? That's a horse thing, isn't it? Okay, movement. Friction. Doesn't seem to be much of it. And the rotation seems to be all sorts of fucked up. I think he rotates on his nose where he should be really rotating from the center mass. If you want this to feel not like garbage. Yeah, that's what's going on here. It also makes it pretty much impossible to walk backwards, as it turns out. So good going. Right, we have a jump on the right. These buttons aren't intrusive at all. Mobile games look great and have the best interfaces. Right, well, as a goat in a goat simulator game, it is our job to ram objects with our head. We got these barrels, this truck's going bye-bye. Oh, human. That did not seem like an appropriate sound effect. Oh, and oh no! He seems to move with the camera somehow. Not just defying the laws of physics, but of common sense as well. Basically everything that we hold true in this world. Oh, I think I lost him. I think I shook him loose. Well, send that plane flying, as planes are wont to do. I think there's some text on the ground here. We gotta maneuver ourselves to an angle where we can read it, though. If you want more, please rate us. Well, that's probably not gonna be happening. Alright, here's a trampoline that was mentioned in the description. Watch us fly! Fly so high we can see how far the view distance extends. Which is to say, not very far at all. I have no idea what that is. Is that I'm assuming a gorilla? By the looks of it, everything is so low poly, low texture, it's hard to tell. Especially this ground texture, which, let's see where this ground texture ends. Let's see if we can find the end of the Earth. Or the game world, anyway. Hey, what do you know? Conclusive evidence that the world is flat and has an edge. As it does in all excellent video games, where you can actually reach the end of the world. Oh, there's a gorilla again. Do we have enough time for one last headbutt? No, we don't. Well, I couldn't top my high score. That's unfortunate. I'll have to play again to try and top it, except for the part where I won't. Happy Goat Simulator. Not feeling so happy after playing that, to be brutally honest. Farm Goat Simulator 3D! Farm Goat Simulator! The most funny 3D Farm Goat Simulator! Farm Goat Huffed and Butts Farm Supplies! Manage your goat to destroy a set of objects, get points for it, and make your achievement. Realistic 3D graphics, interesting gameplay, endless location. Free 3D Farm Goat Simulator of 2014. Well, that all made perfect sense to me. And here we have Farm Goat 3D, again, dropping the simulator from the in-game title. For whatever reason. We don't even get a menu here, we just get a view of the world. We get a glimpse at what I assume we'll be exploring as soon as I hit that play button. It's weird just to have a play button to start the game, and a pause button at all times, I guess. Okay, the controls here are... These are the stiffest controls I've ever seen in my life. On the left-hand side, you have up and down. Nope, I accidentally paused the game because the controls are so close to the edge of the screen. And left and right, on the right-hand side, slowly turns you around. Oh, are we hitching up here? Nope, it's an advertisement. I paused the game and I got an advertisement. It's trying to open up a browser window. Now it's playing a video. No, let's X out of that. Just gonna blur that out so no one gets to see that product, if you don't mind. Right, here we are. And shit's popping off before we even touch it, before we even get involved with it. Oh boy, this turning is a chore. Is very tedious. Not fun to control at all. How can I make it? Just barely. That's very underwhelming. Oh my god, it's the fucking ad again. I just saw you less than 10 seconds ago. Fuck off, will you? X out of view, thank you. It paused the game when we got blown up, so I think it played the ad because it read it as pausing the game somehow. I want to ram this cow, but my turn speed is so fucking slow. I think I just totally clipped through it. I don't think it didn't do anything. Let me try it from the side. Let me T-bone this walking T-bone, why don't I? Nah, fuck it. It's too much effort to turn around at this point. I'm not gonna go spend 3 minutes doing a 180-degree turn. Thank you very much. Here we go. No, nothing. And shit, another explosion. Oh my god, it's gonna play an ad every time we blow up. Every time we hit an explosive object, it's just gonna... Oh my god. That's the worst. That's the most intrusive ad campaign I've ever seen. Holy shit. And look, the cows playing along too. The cows going after the towers of objects, trying to knock shit over. Partners in crime. Oh no. And again! Without fail, every time! Oh my god. You know what the appeal of Goat Simulator was? The original, the real one? It was kind of going into ragdoll mode and playing with the wacky physics and making shit blow up. Those were the things... Oh, I saw a blackened one there. That could have blown up. We got lucky there. But yeah, the fun part about that game was just watching your goat go limp and blowing shit up, and you can't get that in this because the second you blow something up, you just fall to the side and then an ad plays. And you promptly want to close out of it, naturally, so you can get back to the game. So it's not doing the advertisers any favors, it's not doing the product it's promoting any favors, it's not doing the game any favors. Fuck me. So you want to close out of this as quickly as you can, and then you probably want to close out of the game, because that's really obnoxious. Farm Goat Simulator 3D. Fuck this. That's bullshit. Even without the obnoxious advertisements, it controls like garbage. This is shit. Goat Rampage. The Goat Rampage. The most ridiculous animal simulator available for the Android. Use your goat to smash as many objects as possible to gain the highest score. Make it crush everything around in the fastest possible way. New additional level available in the full version. Stunning 3D graphics. Smooth and easy controls. Huge map to explore. Hidden secret features. optimized performance. Good luck and have fun! Well, I'm gonna try to have fun with Goat Rampage. Tap to play. Oh, well, that didn't take long at all to get another advert. Wow. The price you pay for free phone games. And just putting the social media shit right on the start screen. Really, no better, quicker way to disinterest me in a product than that. Besides maybe saying, here's what you can get with the full version. Want to buy the full version? Here's a button that takes you to the full version. Let's see though, let's see if this is worth putting down like what, like a buck or two for. This soundtrack's gonna get real annoying real quick, I can already tell. These animations are janky as shit too. If you look at the goat, not even closely, if you just look at it, you'll notice it. It's like it's dislocating its front legs every time it takes a step. Oh, well, that's how it's gonna be, huh? As if it wasn't enough that it had the prompts for buy the full version on the menu and the fact that we're locked within one of the two levels, now we're locked within a confined space in the free level, and we have these pop-ups every time we accidentally touch the edges of the screen. And look at all the interesting shit that's just beyond the fence. That's classic scumbag marketing tactics. Man, how unappealing is this, really? Okay, so note to self, don't touch the edges of the game world, otherwise this is gonna pop up and get in the way for a full 5 seconds every time. Let's see if we can get on top of this. I wanna get that chicken. Nope, well, the controls aren't quite precise enough that I can do a good running jump there. Nope, that's the end of that. Giving up on that shit. Fuck, I wasn't even meaning to do that, I was just looking at the barrels, I didn't see the fence. These knockoff games sure love their crates and barrels. I guess they're the easiest thing to model or make textures for, or who am I kidding? All this shit is taken from stock libraries for Unity, you know, asset libraries online. What else would this elephant be doing here if not for the fact they found it for free online? And hey, would you look at that? When you're in ragdoll mode and you touch the fence, it doesn't give you that obnoxious pop-up. Until you spring back to life, and then it pops up immediately thereafter. Are you picking up what I'm laying down here, developers? Are you getting the message? There are more subtle ways, less intrusive ways to advertise the fact that you can pay for the game, that there's a full version waiting for players. Well, I guess there was a time limit. I wasn't aware of that. There wasn't a timer ticking down or anything. And I set a new record. Hooray me! I can share that on Facebook or Twitter if I wanted to, but I don't, because I don't want anyone to know I played this game. Which is exactly why I'm playing it for a video, I guess. What am I doing with my life? Goat Destruction Simulator! Check out the new stunning and extremely cool Goat Destruction Simulator! In this huge world, you are able to do everything you want! Explore the secrets, or just destroy everything! If you want to get first in high score ladder, there are no rules or restrictions, just have fun. Pure Goat Rampage. State-of-the-art, high-res comic 3D graphics, huge levels to explore, many secret hidden features, extreme intuitive, easy, and very smooth controls, cool physics, optimized for all devices, so take a joyride in our crazy goat world. Well, here's a very plain start screen. It doesn't even say the name of the game anywhere. I should also mention that the name of this application on the phone is just Goat. No Goat Destruction, just Goat. Full stop. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just calling them like I sees them. Well, this is a promising start. This is a real good place to start your game off with a road that just appears and ends out of nothingness. In fact, let's turn around. I can't actually just turn the camera around on its own. I have to turn the goat around and wait for the camera to turn around and center itself back behind the goat. Nothing. It's a road to nowhere. Oh wait, hold on. I stand corrected. I apologize. They take us to the hidden valley. By which I mean they should have hidden this valley because the texture here looks awful. At least we have these explosive barrels. I don't think they actually affect anything. I don't think these explosions actually have any impact on the surrounding objects. I do not think the physics in this game are very good at all. No, in fact, these are terrible. Okay, so I see what they're going for with the 3D comic book art, whatever bullshit they were pretending that this game was somehow innovating. I mean, you heard me read the description for this. It was like something like state-of-the-art 3D comic graphics or something. And no, there's nothing state-of-the-art about this. This isn't pushing anything forward. Speaking of pushing forward, that's all our tongue does. Our tongue just pushes objects forward, which is pointless when we can just headbutt them. So, you know, missing the point of having the tongue in the game. The sound effects are so dinky. You don't even get them half the time. That's some exceptional camera work there. Yeah, I'm getting nothing from this. I'm getting nothing out of this. I mean, it's the most vibrant, it's the most populated city we've seen so far in these, but I just get nothing out of this. It just feels so low rent. And I'm not just talking about the shitty, low-res, like, 64 by 64 pixel textures on everything. It's just the way it feels. It just has a bad game feel. It's one of those things you have to play for yourself to really just understand exactly how boring this is. Except don't play this, because this is probably really bad. We can change up the scenery a bit by going to the farm. What's at the farm, you may ask? Well, farm shit, of course. And a tornado, which isn't affecting any of the objects around it, luckily for the farm owner. Well, that was underwhelming. Fuck it, just headbutt these and... Sure, we can knock over these cars too. Oh, well. The bottom falls out, so to speak. You know, you think for a game where physics would be so integral, you would put the time and you'd put the effort into making sure that every side of the object is fully textured and modeled. Well, this is about as exciting as standing around a farm. There's one more thing left to do here. At least I think I can do it. Let's try it. No, I don't want to go back to town. There's nothing for us there. I just want to escape from this plane of existence with my infinite jumping ability. And let's fall into the infinite void. The end. That's Goat Destruction. Or GOAT for short. Goat Rush. Goat Rush is a fun simulator. Hit everything you can with this goat, do cool tricks with this animal simulator kind of game. Can you get the highest score? Crash the barrels to get a higher score. What features does this game bring you? Animal simulator? Great graphics and physics? Leaderboard and achievements? More features coming soon! Well, less than a second into the game and we already got... Oh, this isn't a pop-up. This is actually the Google Play integration. No, I'd rather Goat Rush didn't know any of the people in my circles. No, can we just cancel out of this? Can I play this without? Okay, good. This is Goat Rush, which was trying to get access to all my Google Plus information. No doubt for some nefarious purposes. So, not gonna let it do that. Trust this goat about as far as I can throw it, which... No, I shouldn't say that because there might be physics in this game. Might be able to toss this goat around the game world. Loading, 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 load times. Right. Barrels. Lots of them. They mentioned them in the description, but this is... Holy Christ, this is a lot of barrels. Oh, there's the big stack right there. Wow. The impact, you don't get much out of it. There's no sound effects in this game. There's no ragdoll on the goat. They just sort of let you walk into it and they sort of fall around you and that's it. It's like all these people knocking off Goat Simulator don't understand what makes people like the game beyond just the premise being wacky. Let's check out this helicopter. Nope, we can't. It's one of these bullshit games again where it tantalizes you, it taunts you with the world outside of the fenced-off area. You can't even knock this car about. At least the other games we can knock around cars, like, as if they were barrels, because there's no distinction between physics objects in these games, because none of them are advanced enough for that to understand concepts like weight and mass. That barrel just disappeared into nothingness. Another law of physics broken by these trashy Android games. There's really nothing else to knock around. It's just barrels. That's it. Look at this Ferris wheel. I bet if we went over there, we wouldn't even be able to do anything with it. We just hit it and then nothing would happen because it's not a fucking barrel. Look at the tires on this car. Methinks they may have used the wrong texture for this. They may have used the hood of the car or some other part of the car as the tire texture. Whoops. I think I accidentally touched the advertisement for the Pro version, and now it's trying to get me to buy the Pro version for $1. That's not gonna happen. Can we back out of this, please? Okay, good. Alright, let's hit play to start again, because I guess to pause it. Nope! No, I didn't want that. Really don't want to buy this. This looks like garbage. Just want to hit play. Oh, I see what's going on. The play button is too close to the Pro version text, so every time I try to resume the game, it interprets it as me trying to buy the game, which isn't going to happen. So I can't even resume the game at this point. I'm pretty sure we've seen everything there is to see anyway. Just barrels of fun. Goat Gone Wild Simulator 3D! Ever wondered what would happen if you let a goat run wild with some sticks of dynamite? Mass hysteria? Total goat mayhem? Yes and yes! You control this wild goat as he makes his way through the forest and city. Given plenty of dynamite, this goat can do large amounts of destruction. You may have played the other Goat Simulator apps, but nothing comes close to this one. Full 3D goat action. Opening up with a pretty bold claim there. Oh, and that's a pretty bold advertisement. No, go away. It's like all these games are in competition with one another to see who can get to the ads quickest and make them the most obnoxious. I don't know if this is taking the cake yet, but there's still time. Alright, we have two areas here. I'm going to go with Goat in the Big City, because it reminds me of sheep in the big city. And there's also unlimited time and unlimited dynamite, which I assume are locked behind the paywall. Which, you know, dynamite, I guess, is the distinguishing feature, is the innovation provided by this game. You know, trying to differentiate itself in some way from the genuine article.
Congratulations! You just qualified.
I thought we just got through with this. I thought I just told you no thank you. And right away again with the Pro version. And you know, as long as we're loading, might as well stick an ad in there, right? Okay, so dynamite. We only got 3 of them. But there seem to be bombs all over the place here. Maybe I can just pick these up instead. Who needs dynamite when I got this classic 1930s bomb? If I can steer myself into it. Oh no. I thought he was really dead for a second. Is that gonna happen every time? Let's try hitting this missile here. That's the same shit. That explosion, the animation for the goat just falling to the side isn't funny. It's not wacky. This looks painful. I feel bad for the goat. It looks like it's in legitimate pain. Oh, and which one of these games wouldn't be complete without these barrels? Making yet another appearance. I think these are the ones from the other one, the cartoony one.
Yes! Yes!
Wow, that's a very appropriate sound effect. Oh boy. What do you have to say?
My name's Chris.
Well, I couldn't even hear that line. Oh boy. Well, I guess it's time to get rid of the bodies the only way a goat knows how. By blowing them up, of course. And, have I said underwhelming yet in the case of any of these games? Because that was pretty underwhelming. You know, here's a problem with these games, and I'm noticing it more and more. Well, here's another problem right here. That's a problem we'll tackle later. Still got 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yes!
There's no difference between knocking around a military, like, Apache copter and this trash can. Everything just has the same mass to it in terms of physics engine, which is to say nothing at all. And so there's no distinction. This goat is just an unstoppable machine that can knock anything over, including these trees, even when we're barely touching them. And you know what? That gets real boring real quick. A game with no real obstacles is like a story without conflict. Well, can't go this way. Let's try falling off the edge of the earth. Let's just try. Nah, no dice there either, unfortunately. Got some countermeasures in place. They got some invisible walls up. Let's tear this wall down. Nah, didn't make it quite in time. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Crush comes.
Oh, those rat bastards! They snuck it in. I'm gonna have to bleep that as well as blurring it out now, because I'm adamant about not showing this shit off, not giving it any air. That was, something with goat in the title. I can't even tell you anymore. These games are all starting to blend together. Crazy Goat, the Goat Rampage! Experience the most crazy goat simulator game on mobile for free! You should enjoy a real goat and have fun! You can also set a wallpaper for phone. Well folks, this game is gonna have it all. It's gonna have a crazy goat, and it's gonna have a wallpaper for phone. I think we're, starting off right with the wallpapers. I don't see an option to play the game. This just looks like it, just looks like a collection of wallpapers, as a matter of fact. Not even wallpapers, just pictures of goats. Sadly enough, this is the most original app we've seen yet. Crazy Goat! Again! Experience the most crazy goat simulator game on mobile for free! Again. Oh, how much destruction can you create in 1.5 minutes? Simply hold the screen to direct a goat into obstacles to earn points. The faster you go and the more destruction you cause, the higher your score. Man, what are the chances of two different developers having the same name of their game and the same description, and... oh boy, an ad in the literal first second of the game. That's impressive. Oh, 2! And the one at the bottom, so that makes 3! And we haven't even gotten to the actual game yet! Holy shit! That's the new record, folks. There it is. So here we have Crazy Goat. We got some options here. We got start game or free roam. I guess I'll just start the game. I tried to start the game and it crashed. Let's try that again, why don't we? Oh, and we get another ad here. I'm gonna have to blur that out and put a black bar along the bottom of the screen. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you serious? Okay, so start game, that clearly doesn't work. Let's try free roam. And I don't know what I was expecting. That's about what I expected, actually. Well, so that's not even a game. Not a real game. Just a vehicle for a couple advertisements. That's gonna do it for the Goat Simulator games for today. Just a piss poor showing. Just the bottom of the barrel. The worst of the worst. By some of the worst people. By which I mean free mobile game developers.